Good morning, everybody. 6:31 on this Thursday, August 28th. I'm Michael Gargiulo.
I'm Darlene Rodriguez. Adele is tracking commuter alerts right now. Problems as well as the Lincoln Tunnel. Storm Team 4's Marie LaRosa. He has the forecast.
Yeah, it's a great travel weather. And the good news for a lot of the major hubs across the country are kind of in the same boat.
Ooh, look at that.
Yeah, looking good. Oh,
nice.
We love this vantage point. This is from West New York across the Hudson, looking toward lower Manhattan. And yeah, good visibility. It is a little cool. So if there's one little weather hiccup this morning, you may want to grab that light jacket. 44 in Middletown. Newburgh is at 48 degrees. Mount Kisco, you're at 53. Right now, 61 at Central Park and no humidity, nice and dry. 50 in West Orange. Howard Beach, you're coming in at 60 degrees. Elmont at 57. Another vantage point of this beautiful sunrise. That gorgeous sky right now, the view from Midtown. 71 degrees at 11 a.m. Very similar to yesterday as far as temps. 78 will be the high. Low humidity. A few clouds from time to time into the afternoon and evening. But again, skies stay dry. Overnight temperatures holding in the mid and upper 60s in the city, so not quite as cool as it was this morning. All right, 6:32 right now. Any updates? What's going on out there?
Well, unfortunately, traffic's still at a standstill here. We have Chopper 4 giving us this view here of the Lincoln Tunnel. Now, the outbound side remains shut down. You're getting through the tunnel itself, but you can see police are diverting traffic off right at the Hoboken Tunnel there. Inbound side, you still only have that one lane getting by, and those delays are heading all the way back past Route 3. Clearly, this is going to be an area you're going to want to avoid for the time being. Stick to the Holland or the George Washington Bridge. You've got about 20-minute delays there. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
Thank you, Adele. 6:32 now. And we turn to a developing story as police and federal agents continue to search for answers after a Catholic school shooting in Minneapolis.
2 children were killed. 17 others were hurt when a shooter opened fire during a morning mass. General Romney Smith live from the newsroom. As Romney mentioned, flags will be flying at half-staff at federal buildings all across the country.
The state of Connecticut will also lower its flags to half-staff as well. In Newton, Gabby's feeling nostalgic because summer's over, but at least we have a nice day today.
A beautiful day today. Yeah, 78 degrees, low humidity, a lot of sunshine. The rest of the week, mostly dry, still counting on a few showers by tomorrow, timing those out in the 10-day.
Thank you.
Huey heading westbound. We've got a crash that's just popped up by exit 41 for Northern Boulevard. You've got one lane closed off. We are going to head outside right now, though, to Chopper 4, giving us a closer look onto the Lincoln Tunnel. Darlene, Michael, outbound side remains shut down. Still seeing 2 lanes closed off on the inbound side.
Thank you. And you can now watch Today in New York at 7 a.m. Live local news continues wherever you stream. News 4. We'll be right back. I mean, except when you want to start fighting with other players. Let's not do that.
Let's not do that.
Let's not do that.
We have been lucky with the weather, that is for sure, and that continues today at the Open or anywhere here. We've got by noontime 74 degrees. We're headed up to about 78 degrees, a lot like the last few days. Dry skies, maybe a few clouds, low humidity. That's about it. The winds even stay light, although it's going to start to turn a little bit more out of the southwest ahead of a front. Past the front, of course, clear sailing for a great weekend. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Storm-free and temperatures in the mid and upper 70s. Now, in between now and the start of the weekend, we do have just still a slight chance of a shower. And yes, even a rumble of thunder, mainly from the city, the Hudson Valley off to the east. This is what it may look like. Our future radar showing by tomorrow afternoon with the front coming on by, the flare-up of a few showers and thunderstorms. So again, heads up once that moves out pretty quickly. OK, so already by Saturday morning, we're in good shape. And this is kind of a one and done. This front is in, it's out. High pressure builds in for the weekend. The tail end of the front, if you're doing any traveling across the southeast and mid-Atlantic, not such a great holiday weekend forecast. But again, we find ourselves on the north side of it, so we're in great shape. Of course, we wind down our Clear the Shelters campaign. I want to highlight this beauty. This is Nora, 2-year-old Lab Collie mix. Get that phone up and scan that QR code. We are told be ready for adventure and endless love with this cutie pie. So if Nora can fit into your family, definitely check her out. All right, it's gorgeous out there now. Beautiful sunrise. 61 degrees and that low humidity. We're headed up to 78 this afternoon. Again, sun and clouds, dry skies, not quite as cool tomorrow morning. And we stay in the mid 70s even on into Monday, maybe a little closer to 80 degrees, comfortable humidity. You have to go all the way to the end of the week, Thursday and Friday, that we have that next chance for some rainfall, and for now looking like a pretty good shot, but no big heat, still near 80 degrees. All right, 6:48, Adele, a mess out there.
Yes, complete mess here at the Lincoln Tunnel. Outbound side remains shut down just past the toll plaza. Traffic is being diverted off into the Hoboken Tunnel. This is because of ongoing accident investigation work. Chopper 4 is giving us this bird's eye view here. Inbound side, you can see just one lane getting by, and those delays are back past Route 3 at this point. Your best bet would definitely be to make your way over to the George Washington Bridge. You're looking at about 30-minute delays there. Holland Tunnel also seeing about 30 minutes. Gowanus Expressway eastbound, a stalled car takes out a lane by exit 24. Still looking good at the Hamilton Bridge. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
All right, Adele, thanks so much.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for streaming with us. It is Thursday, August 28th. I'm Darlene Rodriguez.
I'm Michael Gargiulo. Adelle Caballero is tracking roads and rails on this Thursday, and Storm Reporter's LaRosa here with today's forecast. This is it.
This is it. And looking still really good. We've had a great weather week for the most part, and it continues. We have this beautiful sunshine kind of sky with a few high clouds, and it was a beautiful sunrise, comfortable, but a little on the cool side too. 62 at Central Park at this hour at 7 a.m., 58 in Newark, 40 in Monticello. A few spots in between have actually dipped into the upper 30s this morning. So that light jacket, not a bad idea. And then just think layers, because it's going to be mild this afternoon. We have 74 degrees by noontime, 78 will be the high, and very similar to the last couple of afternoons. You may see more clouds, but that's it. Dry skies, no rain today. Staying in the mid and upper 60s in the early evening. By tomorrow morning, not quite as cool as we wait on a cold front to move on by. We'll talk about that in a minute, but a lot to talk about traffic-wise. It's been busy out there. Adele, what's the latest?
Yeah, very busy to say the least. Lincoln Tunnel has definitely been the focal point this morning. Right now, it remains completely shut down here on the outbound side. This is for accident investigation work. You will make it through the tunnel, but then diverted off into the Hoboken Tunnel. Their inbound side, you do have two lanes closed off. Delays at this point well past Route 3. Holland Tunnel or the George Washington Bridge, definitely your best bet. On top of that, 4, 5, N, Q, and R trains have service changes. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
All right, Adele, thank you so much. We're going to begin with the developer.
Appreciate Gabby's report.
We will check in with Maria. Hey, Maria.
Hi, yeah, I think less predictable sometimes the traffic getting to the airport, right? So you want to listen to Adele. As far as weather around the area, no problems from Hauppauge to New Brunswick. We're in the 70s today. You can see that's where we're going to hover throughout the holiday weekend. I've got two chances for some rainfall. As early for some of us as tomorrow, so we're going to keep tabs on that in the 10-day.
Maria, thanks so much. Still to come. We're going to take you inside Amtrak's new
Lincoln Tunnel outbound side remains completely shut down for accident investigation work. Inbound side, you've got two lanes closed off. Coming up in a few minutes, we're going to let you know how bad those delays are looking and help you get around it. Let's take a live look outside right now onto the inbound approach to the Holland Tunnel. You've got about 30-minute delays. You're watching Today in New York.
our weather as people are heading out and traveling this weekend.
Yeah, we got planes, trains, and automobiles all looking good as far as travel today up and down the I-95 corridor. The I-90 corridor, though, as the front's trying to move through, that's where we're seeing maybe some showers. And that's something that we'll watch even into tomorrow. But as you can see, for our part of the world here, so from the city to, say, Philadelphia, the chance is fairly low, a little more impactful from Boston as you get into New England as well, travel weather-wise for tomorrow. But overall, again, it's not going to be too bad. So starting tomorrow, one of our models showing the flare-up of some showers, and there may be some rumbles of thunder in there as well from mainly the city, Hudson Valley off to the east. And that does include Long Island Sound, Long Island, Connecticut too. Something to keep in mind if you've got some outdoor plans tomorrow afternoon. It's pretty quick. It's relatively speaking low impact, as I mentioned, and just about it for the entire weekend. This is the one front we have to watch over the next several days. Now, if you're doing traveling across the southeast and mid-Atlantic, the tail end of this front, an area of low pressure will be enough to keep things pretty unsettled from Atlanta, Charleston, Charlotte, parts of the mid-Atlantic, including the Outer Banks. If you're traveling again, that's the spot to keep in mind on the East Coast. Otherwise, looking ahead, we've got nothing going on until maybe Thursday, Friday. That's our next best chance to see some wet weather. Now, as far as any summertime warmth, it is still going to be summer on the calendar. We'll still end up in the upper 70s near 80 degrees through Labor Day. And if it's back to school for the kids next week, it is just just going to be sort of regular warm, pretty close to average. No sign of the 90s. Haven't had too many to deal with this month. We've had 3. A lot of that came early, the first week or 2. So we're ending up pretty close so far to date, pretty close to where we were last summer. So no 90s in the forefront here. No storms to slow you down. This is a look at LaGuardia. Temperature-wise, we'll see about 76 degrees at 1 o'clock, 78 the high. A few clouds from time to time, and that's it. 65 degrees overnight tonight, so not quite as cool as it was this morning. And tomorrow we're going to end up pretty close to what we end up today, 78 degrees. Lots of sunshine on Saturday, even through Labor Day, close to 80 degrees. Overnight lows starting off cool in the 50s. We'll end up in the 60s for the next few mornings into next week. And there's our chance. Right now, it looks like a pretty good chance for some rainfall on Friday. All right, Adele, it has been really tough for so many commuters this morning.
Yeah, it's definitely been a tough go, to say the least. Specifically here at the Lincoln Tunnel, the outbound side has been shut down all morning. It remains closed. Now, the tube itself is open, so you will make it into New Jersey. But once you make it into New Jersey, you will be diverted off into the Hoboken Tunnel. Inbound side here, you can see those flashing lights on the helix. You've only got one lane getting by. You've got a solid ride back past the New Jersey Turnpike. Delays are set at about 60 minutes right now. Obviously, that's just going to get worse over time. Make your way over to the Holland Tunnel. You're going to see about 25-minute delays here on the inbound side. George Washington Bridge, pretty much the same story here, about 25 to 30 minutes coming in from both approaches. Also heading out to the rails, your 4, 5, N, Q, and R trains. You've got delays and service changes. As a reminder here, Hoboken Path Station will close tonight, 11:59 p.m. through 5 a.m. on September 2nd for necessary construction. LIRR Port Washington branch is providing extra trains to Metz Willets Point for the U.S. Open. This will be running until September 7th, and alternate side parking rules and meter rules are in effect for today. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
Adele, thank you very much. There were some tense